In this video, I'll show you how to set up this General Electric GE Universal Remote Control with your TV, but this works with many other devices like soundbar, DVD player, Blu-ray player, streaming box, cable boxes. So let's get started right away. There are two different ways on how you can connect this to your device. I'll show you the first way, which doesn't require you to search for a code. And if this does not work, just try the second method I will show you. So the first thing we need to do now is to keep pressed the setup button until the LED light in the power button stays red. Then release that setup button. Press on this button, TV or CBL, depending what you want to pair. I'll press on TV since this is a TV. Just press once. Then what we need to do is to press this power button while pointing the remote control to the device that is already turned on until the device turns off. You may need to press it a few times. Here we go, it worked. Next step is to power this device on manually. Do not use the remote control. I'll power the TV by pressing the button on it. Next step, we need to press on volume up while again pointing the remote towards the TV until the TV turns off. It didn't work. I'll press again. Okay, it worked the third time. Perfect. What's left to do now is to press again on the TV button or the other button if it's that one you pressed previously, just to confirm and store the code. The code is now stored inside of the remote control. Test to see if it still works. Test every button just to make sure everything is fine. And this is it. If you're gonna replace the batteries of the remote control, make sure you do it under 5 minutes or even faster if you can, because this remote control will lose the code that is stored inside of it if you wait too long before putting fresh batteries inside. Each TV brand or each device brand has a specific code that you will need to enter on this keypad. I'll put on the screen right now the codes of certain devices. Now, this remote control is able to pair with thousands of them, so it's a bit hard to show you all of them. Otherwise, just pause the screen, take note of the code or the different codes beside your device name, and then we can proceed to how to actually do it on the remote control. Step number 1 is to find the code. Step number 2 is to press and hold down the setup button until the remote's red light turns on. Then you can release the setup button. Let's do it together. I keep it pressed, it turns on, I can release setup. Press and release the TV button or the CBL button depending what you want to pair. If it's TV, press TV like I did. If it's anything else, press CBL. And then you need to enter the code on this small keypad here. So I'll enter 6021. After entering the code, you need to test the remote control to see if it works. Point the remote control towards the device and go ahead and test this by pressing all of them. Sometimes, again, some button will work, some of them won't work. So you need to make sure everything is working. If you notice that it does not work, you just need to repeat step number 2 to number 5 with the next code that is on the list. In my case, for the LG TV here, the next code is the 5511. But since it worked, I don't have to do anything else from this point. I can simply use the TV with this GE remote control the same way I was using the original one. I hope my video was helpful. Please leave a comment if it was, a like, and subscribe to my channel.